Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Today I want to take you over to a very important concept which a lot of people forget, which is the use of webhooks. Webhooks are extremely important and probably the node that I use in almost a lot of my almost all of my workflows. Webhooks is a way, if you guys don't know, webhooks is a way to trigger or to send information to your n8n. So it's an external way to access your automations, to start them up, to send information, to send data to n8n. Now, I have another video about n8n on my YouTube channel. Check that out if you want to know more about webhooks. But today I want to discuss another side of webhooks, which is the security side of it. It's very important to secure your webhooks. The reason why is if you create a workflow that is triggered by a webhook and that webhook is known, the URL of that webhook is known, then anyone can trigger this workflow. And imagine if you have a workflow with a lot of nodes, like for example this workflow. Imagine that it starts with a webhook and then everyone can trigger this webhook, and it has a lot of AI agents, a lot of APIs, a lot of things running, and each run of this workflow might cost you like a couple of cents or something, or maybe half a dollar or something. Now imagine if someone can trigger it 1,000,000 times or more programmatically. So it will be a really big headache and a really burden for you. Okay, so in order to secure our webhooks, so let's first this trigger, let's create a webhook. So create a webhook. Once you create a webhook, it gives you two URL, one test and one production. So the test URL works within here, right? And the production URL is once you activate this workflow. All right. So if we take this test webhook and we know this is the address, so if anyone knows this address, and if it's production, so if it is activated and everybody knows the production URL of it, then everyone can trigger it. I'm going to show you. So this is the test. I'm going to take the test. I'm going to execute. What it will tell me that it's waiting for you to call the webhook. So if I go to a new page and I enter this, so just entering the webhook in the URL gives me message workflow was started. So I was able to start, and you can see here, to protect their APIs from bots, from people misusing that. So yeah, and a lot of APIs, if you remember, they have this bearer / API key and this authorization and everything. If you go through my video about HTTP requests, you will know more about how those work. So let us now protect our own webhook. In order to do that, you can just select what type of authentication you want to use. Okay, so I'm going to go with Header Auth, and then I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to call it webhook for now, 01. Then I'm going to name it authorization. Okay, then you can say whatever you want here. I'm going to say bearer 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and I'm going to save. So now that this has we've added this, let's see if we can access this from the URL first. So I'm going to paste this and go. See, as you can see here, I'm not able to access it. It tells me authorization data is wrong, and it's still listening, right? And I'm not able to trigger this because I'm not authorized. And if I go to here to Postman and I do it again and I send, it tells me authorization data is wrong, so I cannot access it. But I can add headers to this. So for example, let's add a header. Let's add authorization, and then for the value, let's put bearer 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then let's send. There you go. The workflow started. So once I put the authorization that I've installed inside of n8n, I'm able now to access my webhook. I'm able to trigger this webhook. Only me. Why? Because I'm the only one that knows what is the authentication, how the authentication is made, and what is the key of that authentication. No one can be able to access this unless they have the authorization method and the key of that. So this secures my workflow a lot. Even people, if they have the URL, if they have the webhook, they cannot access it. They can try to request it, but as you can see here, it will tell them authorization data is wrong, and it will not do anything to my workflow. It will not activate it, and it will not do anything about it. Okay, this secures all of my workflows and all of my webhooks from people trying to take advantage, stealing the webhook or triggering it millions of times through code. And this will make all of my workflows that utilizes webhooks secure. And I've seen a lot of people that share webhooks and everything, and they forget that webhooks is a doorway to your automations and to your APIs. And if you don't secure that door well, everybody can access that door, right? So we need to put a lock on it. We need to make an authorization for it so that no one can access that. All right, so I just wanted to go over quickly this concept so people can start securing their webhooks, securing how they trigger their workflows and automation. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this lesson, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to join my community. I'm there to answer your questions, and we are all there to grow together and turn automation into income. All right, see you in the next one.